Nobody ever walks on escalators unless it stops moving. So if you're in a hurry, or even if you're not, even if they have luggage or they don't move. So how do you get past them? Excuse me. On your left. Thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I get by here? Thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Sorry. Thank you. Some people might think it's rude for me to expect them to move out of my way. I kind of think it's rude for them to keep me from walking. So, and you might be saying, well, this is an airport. People have luggage. They don't want to walk with their luggage, or they don't want to sweat as much as I am when I do this. I mean, I can carry my luggage and go up. Some people are disabled. Okay, fine, but not all of them, and not all of them have luggage. And I'll prove this. We're going to go to the mall later, and I'll show you there. Nobody has luggage. They haven't even bought anything yet, and it doesn't even occur to them that they could walk up and down the escalators. See, this is what I'm talking about. No doors. You just walk in, go around the corner. And you come out and your hands are just as dirty from the luggage that you were holding. Flights always get delayed. Get used to that, bring something to work on. Bring your computer. Gives you a chance to work on your lines and come up with new stuff. Or sometimes airports have free wireless, but this one charges $7.95 a day. Like I'm gonna be here all day.
Free drinks.
This is an unavoidable aspect to performing. You gotta fly all over the place. I'm flying to South Carolina, and I didn't even bring a map, but I'm pretty sure they know how to get there. Ooh, they've got snacks. I mean, you can get a regular performing job in the same place and just live there basically and do a couple of shows a day or whatever, but it doesn't pay nearly as much as the one-night corporate jobs that you get where you fly in the night before, the next day you do your show, and if you're lucky enough you can catch a flight out the same day, so you're only gone for like maybe a day, day and a half. But the show's at night, most likely you're gone for about 2.5 days, such as the case in this case. Is everyone getting up all of a sudden? There's some sort of announcement I didn't hear. This pays a lot better, like I was saying, than like the variety show type stuff, like the 8-minute juggling the music routines that you see some people doing. I'm not gonna say how many dollars they're paying, but it's more than $7K. Statistically, flying is safer than driving. Maybe not when I'm driving, but statistically, even though you go through turbulence, the plane shakes and drops, and they continue to serve drinks like there's nothing going on. And if you think of the statistics, it does kind of calm you down a little bit. But I take it a step further, and it's not so much. I mean, I realize there's a very small chance that the plane is actually going to crash and we're all going to burn and die, but the chances that something that's going to happen that will scare me is pretty high because I'm easily scared on planes, and the thought that something is going to happen that'll scare me scares me. So going from statistically no big deal to statistically something that'll scare me, big deal. Thank you. I guess I have to enjoy this. Because enjoy! Just a note, if you're on a plane and you're tired, your tray is not a bed. It's connected to the seat in front of you, and if you put your head on it, you're gonna piss off the person who's sitting in front of you if it's me. Only use the back of the seat if it's absolutely necessary. It's not really your seat, it's their seat that you're allowed to use some stuff in the back of, but not so much. It's definitely not a crutch. You don't use the back of the seat to pull yourself up. If you're not strong enough to get up with your legs, then stay home. Let's see what we got. I look forward to this. I don't eat at all the day of travel because I look forward to what they're gonna give me on the plane. And it even said on the ticket, meal service, snack. So, well, they fit a lot of stuff in this little plastic thing here. We've got raisins. Actually, I think this is all I'd need for the rest of the day. You know, raisins, for those of you who don't know, are dried grapes. We've got some Tuscan gourmet cheese spread with tomato, garlic, and spice. Shortbread cookies. These are some of my favorite cookies. And some crackers, I think, for the cheese. I might put the cheese on the cookies. Mix it up a little bit. Feel alive. She didn't have drinks, did she?
This is another thing I don't understand about airports. People hover over the carousel right up in front of it looking for their bags, where if everybody just stood a little bit out, everybody could see where their bag is. But everyone crowds it in the front and you can't see anything. So when other people's luggage is coming through, you have to move them out of the way, similar to the escalator. You have to walk around for an open spot to look for it. Oh, is that mine? I have a basic black bag, so I can't even tell when mine does come out, so I just do laps. That's not it, that's too big. Oh wait, nah. Hey, how you doing? All right. Forgot she could hear me too. That was easy compared to some situations that are similar to the escalator. Let's go. I got a BMW waiting for me. So I made it to the hotel room. It's about 11:45 p.m. I'm going to do a little bit of practicing before I go to bed. The ceiling here is high enough to do some stuff, but what I really need to work on that I haven't even tried at all in months is ping pong balls. I hate doing it. I gag really easily on ping pong balls. I can't have, obviously, more than one in my, one is already too much to put in my mouth. I think that's a skill you pick up in college, which kind of explains why Ivan could put like 5 ping pong balls in his mouth. But I can barely do one. And the routine I do, at least it's an original routine. You know, I have a volunteer put the ping pong ball in my mouth after I spit one up. They've got to be quick enough to do it, and they usually aren't, so it's funny. And I'm okay with it. I just don't like, there's a whole thing where I have to talk with the ping pong ball in my mouth. And the whole time I'm doing it, all I'm really concentrating on is don't puke, don't puke, don't puke. So it's good not to eat a lot of nachos or anything like that right before you do the show if you're going to be doing the ping pong balls in it. So the skill that I use is really, really basic. It's 2 ping pong ball skill, which is as far as I really wanted to take my ping pong ball spitting skills. But I do need to work on it. I usually need about a day or 2 of practice before the show. One of those days being the day of the show, so it's the day before and then the day of the show. And then I feel okay about doing the ping pong balls in the show. The main thing is just being able to spit the one ball high and straight so that you can give the volunteer enough time to put the ball in your mouth and you don't have to run back or forth to get it. So in this case, learning how to spit ping pong balls without moving your feet is advantageous because you need to stay in the same spot for this little bit with the volunteer to work. If you want to run around in a circle like a little circus monkey spitting ping pong balls, leave the volunteer out of it. That's probably better for you that way. So I'm going to work on ping pong balls a little bit here. I'll let you watch that, and then I'll do just some basic juggling stuff, just so that I like to juggle a little bit every day before
a show just so that I keep it in my system, even if it is just 20 minutes or less, just to get the feel for it and then forget about it. And mentally, I think it helps you too, knowing that you practiced the day before. You don't feel like, oh God, I haven't practiced, I'm gonna suck or whatever. So even the most basic stuff, like stuff that I've never dropped on, even my demonstration on how easy it is to juggle while eating an apple, I'll run through that 1 or 2 times just to make sure. Because if you're demonstrating how easy it is to juggle while eating an apple, which we all know it is, but then you drop, then the audience is like, oh, see, it is hard, because they're stupid. They don't know. They only know what you're showing them. So it's just juggling. You'll see anyway. So I'm going to wash my balls and then put them in my mouth. Where are they? That's enough of that. Oh, shit. That's not dirty. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to spit one up really high. Volunteer is going to be over here, and she's going to have to cram this in my mouth really quickly in enough time for me to spit it back up, or to spit it up before the first one comes down. So to go spit, spit, and then catch the first one and then continue. So normally when I practice this, I spit the first one really high, and then I put the second one in my mouth, but I try not to move at all just to make sure that I know that that first one was thrown accurately. Spit. But in here, I can't really do it that high. Oh, that's what the ceiling tastes like. No! When I was first learning this, I was working on it on a cruise ship, and they kept hitting each other. They'd collide, and then they'd both go out. And I'm on a ship, and I'm on the stage practicing this, and I'm nowhere near the bathroom, so I kept on dropping the balls, and I have to run all the way down the hall and wash them and then bring them back and then drop them again. And yeah, I was getting pissed off. I was screaming, and I just short of biting down. You don't want to bite down on one of these. It'll explode in your mouth. Trust me. You also don't want to hold a flame to it and see what happens. It'll explode if you do that too. Another thing I have to practice is just with one. First thing I do is I set the whole thing up with a volunteer. So I say, I'm going to spit this up, I'm going to spit this up and I'll put this in my mouth really quickly. And so I do a really low spit, like really fast, like there's no way a human being can get it in time. I'm done before she even knows it. But that spit is hard. It's like a low, because I don't practice it mainly. I'll show you what it is. It's like, it barely even gets airborne. It's almost just like a, but there's a little bit of air, so it's see, that's what happens. It hits my teeth and then it goes all behind me and stuff. And then I look at it really quick, like, what the hell? Why, what took you so long? Of course, when I'm doing this, my hands will be taped behind my back, so I can't even, if I mess up, and I try to blame her. Sometimes if you get it too high, they see it, and then they end up putting their ball in your mouth while you're catching the one you spit, which is funny too. You can still blame them for that. Actually, I might want to do that just to avoid. No, it's funny if they don't even have a chance, but you have to choose one or the other, I guess.
was enough of that anyway. The other thing I'll practice is just because I have such a gag reflex with these, and I have to have it in my mouth for at least a minute straight in the show, is I'll just put it in my mouth and, let's see. So, all right, it's 11:55 right now, so I'll just keep this in my mouth till 11:57. We swallowing. I just have to. Yeah. You ever swallow 2 minutes worth of saved up saliva? I could have just spit that out, but at least it's mine. When you're making out for like a long time and you haven't been swallowing and you don't know if it's your saliva or her saliva, and even if you like her, it's kind of gross to if you say, here's a cup of my saliva, drink this. I'm like, look, I like you, but no. So I also have a couple of videos I made for this show that I'll probably use for other shows now, but it's the first time that I've used them. One is a video intro. Kind of gives them some information about me and what I've done over the past few years and my whole life also a little bit. And then another one is a montage of my 7-ball practices, just so that, because in the show I don't do any 7-ball tricks. I don't practice enough to keep up on being able to do 360s or even half showers or anything like that. I don't practice enough just to keep that up. So I have it on video and also a lot of the failed attempts, so that they can kind of see what goes into real juggling training, and they can kind of draw a comparison to other sports and other skills in general that they may have, where you can see how it takes a lot of failure before you actually get to a place where you've succeeded at something, even if it is just temporary, but then what it takes to get it more consistent and all that. So, and that's kind of what my show is. It's kind of like, it's 40 minutes, and throughout that 40 minutes, they know more about juggling than any other human being that isn't a juggler. And actually a lot more than some jugglers too. It's pretty much just the highlights of everything that I think that I'd like everybody to know about juggling, while at the same time making it entertaining and showing them the skills that I have. So try not to have it too much of a lecture, and a good way to pull that off also is to throw in some comedy quite often, so that they don't feel like they're just being lectured to. That, I think, is really how you connect with an audience. If you have something that they want to get out of it, that's as clear as that, some kind of a message that you can convey through talking to them and demonstrating, as opposed to just putting on shiny clothes and jumping around like a jumping bean that can juggle, screaming ta-da and love me, look at me, thank you, da-da-da-da, oh yes, I'm good. I mean, how is that artistic, or how is that even anything other than a show-off kind of routine? I mean, artistic, I guess you can get into the barefoot people with the rings and whatever that just discover how you can, I don't know. I mean, if you look at all the things in art that involve throwing and catching things, and all the things in sports that involve throwing and catching things, I think sport kind of wins in that face-off, but that doesn't mean that you can't call anything an art. I guess it really just depends on how many people agree with you. And then, yes, that's an art. But I really don't see how juggling is an art at all. I don't see it. I'm not saying that it's not. Wake up, work out, practice, go over more lines, probably go over my lines again a little bit tonight. Then tech rehearsal, 4 o'clock. Show is probably going to be around 8 o'clock. So, I guess that's it. See you tomorrow. Doing a show for the first time somewhere, you want to go you want to arrive 2 hours before the show starts. If it's a place where you've been performing regularly, I like to be there at least an hour before. So I'm starting no earlier than 8, so I'm going to try to get there by, well, 6:30. Because I've been performing in places I've been performed in frequently, so it kind of feels like I've done this before. That's no excuse. 2 hours before is a good amount of time to show up. Gives you time to warm up. If you have a camera you want to set up, gives you time to do that. Find whoever's going to be setting the stage for you so that you're sure that they know how to set the stage right. They usually won't anyway, but at least you have the argument that you told them how. Give you a chance to look through the audience, find who would be best to pick as volunteers. The older the better. Young people try to show off and they don't do what you tell them to. They have their own agenda of looking good. So they're going to want to go against you as opposed to old people that are just trying to help you out. When in fact you're trying to make them look stupid so that everyone else laughs. Sometimes if you work for a car company, they'll give you a loaner car. Other companies will just rent you a car. But since BMW makes cars, they have them to spare. So here's my loaner. It's roomy. When you get to the place that you're performing, the first thing you want to do is get in touch with all the people that will be helping you run the show, the sound, lights, your contact. Talk to them and get everything that you need from them situated first before you start practicing on the stage and testing out the lights. Testing out the lights should probably be the first thing that you do, though, once you do get on the stage. But keep in mind, when you're on the stage, you're kind of performing for them. They're getting a sneak preview of what you're going to be doing. So try not to work on things that are too difficult for you. You know, just stick, when you're doing a light check, just stick to 1 ball or 3 or 5, wherever your skill level is, where you're probably not going to drop that much, because you make them nervous. You know, they don't know. They think, for all they know, that they don't know that we have to warm up. So they think whatever you're doing there is what you're going to do in the show. So you want to make sure that just to keep them at ease, you just do some easy stuff while they're there, and then you know, most of the stuff for your show you shouldn't be dropping on anyway, even in practice. And your warm up should be structured in a way that you don't have too many drops, so that you build it up and warm up with things that you're ready for as you're warming up. And then if there's nobody there, if you get some time alone, you know, knock yourself out, do whatever you want to make yourself happy. But don't warm up too much, because then you'll tire yourself out, and then by the time you get to the show, you'll be tired. Doesn't mean you won't be able to do anything, but you'll be tired, and it's better to have the majority of your energy for the actual performance. Change in private. Don't let anyone see you with your pants down. That goes for on and off the stage. More so off the stage than on, though, because at least on the stage you could, maybe that's a routine that you do or something.
Jason Garfield has trained others to become champions, written and produced the ultimate book and DVD on juggling technique, and has set 2 world records. And now, a truly extraordinary presentation of the art, skill, and skill of juggling. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Garfield.
And then hopefully at that point there'll be applause, and that's what I'll walk out to. I'll walk out anyway, but maybe you guys can start the applause. and and then I'll talk for a long time and juggle and stuff, and then I'll cue the second video.
In just a few moments, you will be in the presence of the one man who has changed the world of juggling forever. Taking a skill commonly confused with clowns and circuses and turning it into a worldwide recognized sport by producing international events and competition programs that aired on ESPN.
Go ahead and place that ball on my foot. Watch out for my hands. Duck under the hands. No grabbing the pants, please. Over to my right by my equipment, there is a green net. Look over there. Do you see it? A green net over by my equipment to the right. Do you see it? Okay, whatever you do, don't touch it. I just want to make sure you know where it is. So have you found the net? You did. Oh, just go ahead and bring it over here. Okay, Doris, do you have the net? Is the ball on my foot? Okay, go put the net back. Go get it, go get it. I can look at you every 5 seconds, by the way. Just put the ball, now make sure that it stays on my foot. After you put it down there, go ahead. Now look at it really closely, make sure it stays there. Is it moving? Okay, go get the net. Get the net, come on, come on. But quicker this time, like a real bunny. Okay, Doris, do you have the net? Don't get ahead of me here now. No, no, no. I'm sorry, do you have somewhere to be? We're trying to speed this up. I bend my body completely over, blinding my vision from all 4 balls and limiting my vision to only 2. I then take my right arm, thrust it through my legs, behind my back, palm up, precisely timed with the dropping of the lower ball. 1 ball must always be lower. Otherwise this does. From a different angle. All right, no, wait, I'll do another angle. This one's for Doris. Right and then throw it to the left. Throw. I did 7 in front of all of them. Come on, throw with the right and then throw. Okay, here, I'll be your left hand. Throw with the right, throw, and then throw. There you go, just like that. What's going on over here? I can do 1. Let me see. Okay, well let me see the 1 and then let me see the other one after the 1. Throw. Perfect. Not really. I was just trying to make you feel better. Go ahead. Perfect. She's still doing that 2-ball thing over there. She's not progressing at all. Let me see what you got. That's getting worse too. Okay, let's move on to 3. Wait. Wait. 5-4. 5-4. This isn't a trick, I just like the way it feels. I want you to tape my wrists together behind my back, just like last night. A little closer. A little closer. All right. Oh, very good. Very good. Now stand back. You gotta be quicker than that. All right, I'll try to go a little higher. But fast. Like a bunny. I get the ball up. Ball. Hand, ball up. Up. Yeah. All right. Now back. Back. Not you, the ball. The ball going around, not you. Okay, down, over, back, over. Stay. Stay. No, don't move. Stay right there. Okay, you ready? The ball out, you get the hell out of the way. That's how it goes, okay? I hate this. Alright, here we go. Quick, get another one. Get quick. Get over. Assume your position. And go. Quick. No, one. No, I got one. Pay attention. Here we go. Two. Quick, two. The first one should be easy. Up. Catch. All right, close enough. You can keep the gloves here. I prefer shaking hands like that anyway. Thank you very much for helping out. Let me help you down the stairs here. Keep that applause going until she safely returns. I call this the 5 Club 3-part reverse-inverse conversion with a multiple contusion. It starts off with a club on the foot, one on the face, here, and here. Pick this one up, go into 4, and then drop that down into 5. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jason Garfield. Now that I'm done with the show, I'm going to take a look at what the people have been saying on the forums, and I'm going to spend my time on the plane replying to you all. Well, not you all, but a couple of you, but you all will read it. People are debating my decision to, as they call it, ban people from competing in the WJF competitions if they competed in Ben and Jack's knockoff version. Ban is a rather strong word. Like, I didn't ban Dave Altman. I just deleted his account. I did ban him accidentally, though, because I was trying to figure out how to delete his account, and all I could find was the ban. So I didn't really want to ban him, so as it turns out, his name is banned, but I really just intended to delete his account. He could have signed up as Dave_Altman, and really, I guess that would be, it depends on how he handled that account. If he started talking again the same way he does, which how could he resist? But instead he tried to pretend like he was the victim, and he went on rec.juggling. I've been banned, I've been deleted. Where will I get my juggling information? Oh my god!
Trick of the week.